What's up, everybody? Haven't posted anything in a long time, but I'm back. It's Muscle Ammo. I'm going full-fledged into the whole car audio scene. What started out as two 12s and an amp that I didn't even know what it was has now turned into four 12s, 2 amps, alternators, big threes, zero gauge, kinetic batteries, the whole nine. I've gone full-fledged into it. I got sucked in, and so here we are. I bought a ton of shit from Sonic Electronics. Some of it has arrived. Some of it has to still arrive to my house. With it being the holidays and the week before Christmas, it might take another couple weeks to get stuff. But I'm going to be showing the Kinetik HC2000 battery. I'm going to take it out of the box. I also have the Stinger digital readout voltmeter or gauge meter. I'll be showing you guys that. I have a couple Lanzar MX573, some of the best rated three-way coaxials on the net from my 2.5 weeks of research that I did. This is only about a third of what I actually ordered. I do have zero gauge coming. I have new RCAs. I have two Class X amplifiers. Yes, that's right, Class X. You cannot find them anymore. They're MA Audio. What else? A new mids and highs amp. That's going to be a new audio pipe, AP 2004, and some TWS Soundstream tweeters. But for now, I'm going to show you the Kinetik HC2000. The reason why I chose this battery is because I contacted a distributor of Kinetik, and I was given the number of their head tech. His name's Dave. I will begrudgingly put his number underneath the screen in the info after I'm done uploading the video. But basically, he was really cool up front to me, and now he won't answer my calls because I do have some more questions for him. But anyway, I talked to this guy Dave at Kinetik. Amazing. I also contacted XS, Optima. They didn't want to give me the time of day at all, but Kinetik did, so Kinetik got my money. The HC2000 is good enough for a 2,000 watt system, or as a backup battery. It is the second largest battery they have, the only one bigger being the HC 2400, and then they have a couple 16-volt batteries, but you don't need that because that'll mess up shit in your car, unless you're running like 418s or 618s or competing, in which then you know what you need to get. But anyway, I chose this battery. A couple things I like about it and a couple things I don't like about it. You open up the box, comes with the terminal studs. They plug right into the top of the battery. So we'll open this up. You get a manual and a certificate of ownership. This basically just tells you what the warranty guidelines are. They will replace it within a year if like any acid spills out or does anything like that. And then they recommend some chargers, some trickle chargers, something that you, according to Dave at Kinetik, he said the most important thing about getting his batteries or any of the XS or the Optimas is that when you're not using your car, you charge them back up until they reach 12.4 volts independently. I don't believe in that. I'm not going to be charging this when I come home from work every day. That's not going to happen. But anyway, manual, pretty straightforward though. You have a positive junction and a negative junction on either side of the battery. You just plug these studs right in, and that is where you will connect your battery terminals, whether they're zero gauge or the stock ones or the loop terminals, however you see fit. Now, this battery is a fucking logistics nightmare. I ordered it from Sonic Electronics, which is usually like a 2-day ship because I'm a huge customer with them. Usually 2-day ship. This took about a week and a half. It says 62 pounds. It feels more like 85 pounds or closer to 100. I lift every day, and this gave me quite a workout just getting it up my stairs. I'm going to take it out of the box for you now. Don't mind my dress shoes. I wear a suit and tie for work. So I'm going to put this down and try to tilt this. I got to put the phone down. And the box has gone bye-bye. So, alright. Here's the battery. Something else I kind of liked about the batteries is, oddly and non-car audio-esque as this is, was the labels they put on it. They give the battery some nice graphics, so when you open up your hood, everybody knows, oh wow, he's got a Kinetik battery. But yeah, this is, I think, 13.5 by 8.5 by 6, which it says in the brochure will only fit larger GMC or Chevy trucks. I'm pretty sure I can finagle some shit and cut stuff with a grinder, like a diamond blade tip or a diamond cutting wheel, to make it fit. But fuck, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I guess we shall find out when I start doing everything. But aside from that, yeah, this is the battery. It is gigantic. And aside from the terminal studs, you also get these. You get 2 bolts, 4 washers, and 2 spring washers. I have not figured out what they're for yet. I'm thinking maybe if you get terminals from Kinetik, you can put the terminals on there, and then these both those terminals down. But I honestly don't know. Now we're going to move on. Once this is installed, basically what's going to happen is that this Stinger voltmeter has 3 wires that come out of it. It has a blue, a red, and a black. Red and black are going to go to positive, negative accordingly, and the blue is going to go to any remote ignition switch in your car, or basically anything that's only on when your car is turned on. So I'm going to just do it to the remote wire in the back of my head unit. And what this is going to do is it's going to read the voltage out on whatever I put the positive and negative on, aka my battery. So it's going to tell me if I dip below like 12.5 volts or 12 volts, so I can make sure that my amps in the back aren't going to get damaged. Because when you're running at half ohm, low power is not a good thing. Now the last thing I'm going to show you in my 1 of 3 video part series is my Lanzar MX573s. Now I was going to go with a I guess you can call it like a component set, where you have just the speaker, like a 6.5-inch speaker, a mid-range, and a tweeter. But then I figured I can do that with, instead of having just one mid-range speaker and one like bass speaker, just having a 3-way as that whole setup, and then mounting separate tweeters also. So I'm going to have 2 sets of these, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, both amped up with my audio pipe AP 2004, and I'll have the Soundstream TWS.4s, the really nice looking stainless steel tweeters, mounted all around the roof of my truck inside. And they'll be wired in parallel, 1 tweeter to each one of these speakers, and then 2 in the back. So I'm going to open this up. I looked everywhere. I did not like Lanzar because they always have really cheap shit online, and whenever I see cheap, I see problems. So let me just show you why I was impressed with everything here. So yeah, it's not going to work either. So we'll pull it out of the box. Everything's very tightly packed. And you have wiring, obviously. I have my own wiring in the truck, so I'm not going to need this. And the actual speakers themselves come with a grill. Not going to use that either because I'm going for the stealthy look. I'm going to mount them behind my door panels. These are actually pretty cool. Looks like injection molding plastic, not that cheap shit that, like, you know, will scratch if you scratch it with your finger. It's actually pretty cool. And then metal mesh right here. So if anybody is going to use the speaker grills, they're actually pretty nice. And then here we go, the speaker. Okay. Now, the magnet, I think, is only 20 ounce, if I'm not mistaken. But what drew me to these was that they're rated for 440 watts a pair. I'm running, which basically means about 220 watts each peak and 110 watts RMS each at 4 ohm. Now, I am running 4 ohm, and I am running 110 watts, and I saw that to be a pretty good match. So I bought them, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm pretty impressed, because I've owned Alpine and Pioneer and everything like that, and these seem very sturdy. They have the inline crossover, not going to matter because I'm running a high-pass crossover on my 4-channel amp. But yeah, pretty impressed with these. Low profile, which basically means whenever you see something that says a low profile magnet clearance, that basically means that these can be mounted somewhere that's 3 inches or less of clearance going from here into the door. And that makes a huge difference for me, because with my old MA audio setup, I only had 2 inches of magnet I had 2 inches from here to magnet, and I almost couldn't fit them in the doors of my truck. So nice. Now they call this a 3-way because you have the cone, which is going to push out the bass. You have the mid-range tweeter, and then the sorry about that. Thought I heard someone coming up my stairs. and the high range tweeter, which is all the frequencies like 1,000 megahertz and higher. And this should make for pretty good sound because I'm going to be running one of these and a tweeter in each corner of my truck, 4 in total, and these will be amped up. So anyway, so that's my video on that. I got 2 boxes of these, 2 for the front, 2 for the back. I order everything from Sonic Electronics, and I suggest that everybody else do. Unless you can find it cheaper on eBay, Sonic Electronics has amazing service. Now, the only other thing I'm ordering, we're looking at 0-gauge wire, which I already made a video. If you haven't, look to the right and look at my 0-gauge wire video that I have, because I've chosen cadence wire. And also, if you guys subscribe to John Manchester, amazing videos, he actually uses Q-Power wire, and now I use Q-Power wire. I just ordered it, I'm waiting for it to get in. But anyway, so that's my battery, that's my voltmeter, these are my 3-way coaxials, and tomorrow I'll be making a video with my 2 MA Audio Class X amps, my AP2004, which is my audio 4-channel, and my audio pipe 4-channel amp, and that's it. So I'm blabbering, and I'll make more videos, and you guys can watch them. Alright, bye-bye.